we're getting to the end of April, but April has been C-section Awareness Month. And joining us to discuss the stigma and guilt surrounding this, this often life-saving procedure, co-founder of Mabel's Labels, parenting author, Mama Six, Julie Cole. Where is your friend?
I'm all alone here.
Has that ever happened before for
First
this
time in like 7 to 8 years that we've been doing this, but unfortunately Jess ended up in the hospital with her baby last night.
Oh, okay.
So
Everybody
what
okay?
can you do? Everybody's okay. But that's the thing with parenting, right?
Yeah.
You just never know.
Okay. C-sections.
And that's the thing too, you just never know,
Yeah,
right?
you prepare going into it, and then all of a sudden it's like, nope, we got to move. We're doing this now.
And that's exactly what happens. And I think that's why there is this month is important, and the awareness, because this is what happens is people have their birth plan. Yeah. And I think it's important to share your birth plan with everyone who's involved and let them know and advocate for yourself. But you also have to be flexible, because things can go wrong. And when they go wrong, that's when the disappointment and the guilt happens, right? So you do need to be flexible.
Sorry, so there is guilt?
A lot of moms do feel guilt with the C-section, and I think it's because it's that first time they're like, I'm entering to motherhood and it's not going as planned.
Right.
So that's where the guilt comes. But you need to let that go, because as you said, this is life-saving stuff.
Yeah, okay.
I've had 6 of them.
Okay, so what about yourself?
I've had 6 C-sections.
And a lot of the time, if you do have one, then it is easier to do it going forward after that?
Well, so often for me, I did have to have another C-section afterwards, but it's not necessary. Not always the case. You can do a VBAC if all of the things are aligned and it all looks good. For me, I wasn't a good candidate, but many women will have a cesarean and then do the vaginal birth after C-section.
We had,
and that's, you said natural, right?
We had all natural, all 3 of ours. But I guess I always tell you, because so I'm up here by Liz, just being a rock star, just like cheering her on. I didn't want to go down there, but I was like, honestly, if I'm here and I changed my look to like that, I would be like, hello. So I stayed up there. And
stayed up there.
But that's up to the partner, whatever you want to do.
It is, but also, our language too is something that kind of contributes to the guilt. We said naturally there.
Yeah.
You gave birth. No, she gave birth vaginally.
Oh.
Because you know what? I gave birth naturally as well.
Right.
I mean, they were surgically extracted. Who's kidding who? And I actually, you know what? I didn't feel any guilt. I was just happy. I labored for a very long time. My baby went into fetal distress. I was like, let's just get him out the safest way possible. And again, I think by just being flexible with that birth plan is the way to alleviate, these feelings of guilt.
Okay. 2 minutes. This one. This is a debatable. We talked about this in our chit chat about this Blue Jays pitcher.
Yeah.
Sent out this tweet. So this is the tweet. So his wife was traveling with 2 young children, and she's pregnant.
Right.
There's popcorn all over the floor, and the flight attendants have asked her to clean up after the kids.
Right. Okay. So yes, this is highly debatable. From the onset, we need to remember that he was not there because everybody said clean up after your own kids, and the airline actually provided the popcorn, because people said, why is a mother giving such a messy? So you know what, when we go and travel with our kids, yes, obviously we need to be prepared. I'm always super organized. I have games, I have snacks, I have all the things to keep them entertained. I clean up after them. I maintain our space. But I've traveled a lot with my kids. My in-laws are in Australia. We have traveled a lot. It is very stressful. And yes, keep your area clean, but popcorn on the floor, I don't know that she should have been going around. Like, this is what the cleanup crew does they should be doing.
See, the thing is, I don't know if they clean up. That's another aspect.
The turnaround is fast.
Right.
The turnaround is very fast. And I know Forbes did an article on the cleanliness of planes, and actually it's those tray tables.
Yeah.
They're worse,
Right.
The bathrooms.
It's good to give those a clean when you're sitting down.
Bring your Lysol wipes or whatever when you go. Yeah. So I do think, of course, we do want to clean up our kids. After our kids, but we need some moderation here. We need something in the middle, like clean up. But this got the internet.
Well, because there's 2 sides to it too. Because I can see the other side too. That you need to be cleaning up after your kids.
Right.
I know she's pregnant. I know she has 2 young kids.
Yes.
And just all
the
the
stress
stuff,
of that.
the stress of that,
Yes.
and worrying about other people around you. Because that's the worst thing. You're walking on with young children,
Right.
and everybody's like, please don't sit beside me.
I
Please don't
literally
sit
have
beside
walked
me.
on a plane and saw people physically recoil, being like, please no, please no, please no.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, it is super stressful, but as long as you're organized and you don't let those people get you down. I did have a man turn to me once when I had a crying baby and looked at me like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't care.
there's
You know,
something
I
you can do.
can't.
Yeah.
You know, I can't worry about that. And mostly I've had passengers just say to me, you're doing a great job.
Yes, that's
And
the
so
encouragement that you need.
do that
Okay.
if you're on a plane with a mom of crying babies.
Yeah. The conversation will continue next
Sure
time,
will.
next month for our parenting panel.